Okay, we're here, round one, PROMX. Wonthaggi's looking sick. We got good weather. Track actually looks awesome. Just watched 85s. Just honestly, just keen to get out there. I've done all the Thailand pre-season, and to get on a track with some ruts and bumps again is pretty exciting. I always enjoy sand. We've got a paddle tire on, so yeah, let's go out and get it.
Too much Thailand.
Go back in 3 now.
Not enough bumps and holes.
We'll write down where everything is.
What we'll do is we'll video you there next time. Yeah. Against one of those bikes that I reckon is sitting down.
Yeah.
We're too slow, we're stop starting, we're falling in the bumps. We're really struggling today. Motocross is hard.
It's like, is it just that we're so not used to bumps and ruts now that we're legitimately just riding and not riding it like we're so scared of the track? Or is our setups that far off? Like, I'm so far on the way of like my bike's no good. Yeah. But I know that you can make a not good bike still work. Like I think I was 20 something then, like 21, 2, 3 something. That is just nowhere near where I've been. Like anyone who follows the YouTube knows that the last probably 3-4 years here I've been around 10, 11, 12. Like, and that's like a bad one is 12. A good one is 9, 10. 21 is just too far off. It's like I'm legitimately wasting my time being here, wasting everyone else's time. And I know I've sort of said this shit before when I've done bad, but now it's like it's gone so far. I had like a thing in mind for the YouTube. I was going to be like, oh, like I won't be too stressed about results. We'll look at the times versus like last year. I think last year like Webster and Beaton are always another level. They were like 8 seconds quicker. Something. And I was like, oh, but if I'm 7 seconds, but I'm further back, it's okay. But I don't even know how far I was off, but I guarantee it's probably 10 seconds plus, which is, yeah, it's not good enough. So I got to throw something at it tomorrow, just try harder maybe. Like Sam's just saying, I'm stopping in every turn, going slow, falling in all the holes. So maybe I just got to try 1, 2, 3% more. And if I end up on the ground, I end up on the ground, but I got to try something. We get a 10-minute warm-up tomorrow, and maybe that's where we throw something at it.
What do you, like, when you say throw something at it, you mean like you or bike setup?
I think a bit of both. Like I definitely still, it's weird, in Thailand I don't have the like front heavy feeling, but here I do. And I put my Thailand shock in then because I was like, well, that could be something. So I put that in, and it's still just riding even through the pits, it just feels like it's jacked in the rear and doesn't work when it's so rough because my fork's not strong enough to hold that when I go in the holes. So I'm gonna, fork's at 2 mil right now, I'm gonna lift that to flush to at least just try to get that balance a bit better. But then also just myself throw something at it, as in go out there and sort of try to just, I don't know, moto the 10-minute practice and actually just almost try to race people. Like find someone fast and just, I don't know, annoy the hell out of them and warm up and just try to go fast. Pop stuff and treat it like it's a 1 lap super pole sprint, like I'm just trying to go fast. Yeah, there's no point in going to a national and just rolling around. So, I don't know, man. I know I can get over dramatic sometimes and like after the races and think too much into it, but my head just keeps going 20. I saw a 2 on the board. It was 20. When I saw 20 on the board, man, I was like, what? What did I just see? Because first one was 14, but that was the first lap, so no one had put their laps in yet. Then I went quicker and went to 18th, and then it was 20 something. I was like, no way. Brutal. Yeah, dirt bikes are tough. My issue on this thing the whole time, but yeah, we're going to lift it up.
I'm going to lift the front and I'm going to take a bit out of the rebound in the rear.
We're just going to make a change for tomorrow because me talking about it isn't going to do anything. So Moose has made the same setting in both sets of forks, but I'm going to put my Thailand ones in anyway, just because that's what I've been riding. Just to eliminate something so I don't have that as an excuse in the back of my mind. And then I'm going to bring the forks from 2mm down to flush, just to try to rake the bike out a bit more, get the front up a little higher, because when I'm sitting thinking about it, I do feel like the bike is choppered even riding through the pits. So we're just going to drop. Essentially I want the rear to feel lower, and we're going to do that by lifting the front because the rear's already pretty low. It's already 107 sag. So we're going to lift the front up, get that balance a little bit more rear heavy, and then I'll call Moose this afternoon and see if he's got any other suggestions for us. But yeah, I think from what I'm feeling, I feel like he's going to tell me to do that same thing anyway. He might have another couple things to do on the clicks, but yeah, just going to do that now so that we're not doing anything tomorrow. It's all set, forget, come out tomorrow, fresh mindset, and into free practice and just do the best of what we got from there, because once we're in the moto, it's nothing we can do then. You're in. There's ruts here, like every corner you're coming in, it's bumps, but they're inside of ruts, and I just feel like the rear wants to step into the rut left or right of it, but to try to carry my speed in and go fast into the corner, it just wants to step out of the ruts. It doesn't want to follow it. So spoke to Moose and explained exactly what I was feeling throughout the day. He's got a bunch of the boys, like he works with Clout and Allsop and a whole bunch of the pro guys. So yeah, it was good. Everything I said to him, he said everybody who's called me has said the same, like complained about the same thing. So that's good. That makes me feel a little better, just because it means I probably wasn't crazy off at the start. It's just that I didn't know how to fix it so much. So yeah, we're going to stop annoying people and go have some dinner.
As he sips on a beer, I'm like,
Sign out tonight, done.
Go on. This guy needs to be on the vlog.
I get stage fright.
Wait, I've got a good smoking story. Right.
Stay for it, mate. Stay for it.
Something's coming. I can see it now with my red view.
Yeah, I know.
Touch one hand,
Pay for that too?
I did. Tap my card and everything.
When I tear through, I got a few things to the end. Young and old, anybody can get it. Anybody who listens to Intercom to the tempest, get them gone, let them know this is more than scrimmage. Something big coming, this ain't no regular business. Who gonna stop the mission? It's more than optimism, my ups can get it. I'm talking Dr. Fitness to stop the witness. It's taking y'all a minute, you gonna get it. Just that, young 5-man, no plane, so fly, so fly. I'm fine, program, this that, big dog, big head, rotate, I'm that, I'm fine, no games, now I'm saying. Come on, something's coming, what is getting there? Something's coming, in the air. Something's coming, what is getting there? We can't go run, we getting there. Something's coming, can you feel it in the well? Something's coming, can you feel it in the air? Don't you feel it in the air? See a change coming, cloud over my head like I'm brainstorming. We don't talk too much, so when we say something, everybody they stop with their face covered up, but their ears wide open to hear it. Ain't no static up in the room, there's no interference. Get a dust man in the room, I'm bringing the clearance. But people quick to assume, but never quicker to move. Old saints up in the catacombs. Change coming, you know what matters most. This that, no chit chat. Down on the riff rap, big name, big facts. Who you know spit that? I came, my aim, big change, give back. Something big here now, no one gonna forget that. Come on, something's coming, can you feel it in the air? Something's coming. If
that shit doesn't fucking help him. You can't see where you're going.
I couldn't, like, I was so careful to anyone that I was near him. I was taking different lines or looking the other way. So I was like, yeah. Okay, Moto 1 recap. Start, I went gate 40, and it's sort of like a zero or hero sort of move. I was like, I qualified 21st, I'm not going to get a good gate, but if I can get up on the hard packed dirt and then sweep all the way around, was my plan, I can get a 6 start. I nearly pulled it off. I would have been about 3rd or 4th. I was like railing the berm, but then it was either Gibbsy or Crawford, one of the KTM boys, pushed all the way up to the bank. And if I committed and he committed, and he probably didn't know I was there, it would have been like ugly. So I ended up, yeah, just sort of giving it up to him a bit, popping out. But I still come out top 10. I don't know where I was, probably 7, 8. So good start. And then obviously I just don't have the speed to this weekend. We've seen that all weekend long. I just went back. A little of my typical like really bad first couple laps, but then just my speed in general wasn't that fast anyway. And honestly just drift back early and then sort of just maintained where I was at for the rest of the race, and I think I was 16th. The last couple laps started to get a bit better, like fitness and arm pump, all that, not an issue. I felt like I could have went for an hour, but yeah, it's just speed's an issue right now. Just not comfortable enough to go fast. So good start, improve on what we've done on the weekend, not overthink it. Go. So finished up, second moto, so much better. I ended up going that same gate. I thought it might be a bit risky because the middle of the straight will be a little less wet, but I was like, nah, I trust myself that I'm gonna get a jump and I'm just gonna try to send this thing. I was even closer than the first moto, just got edged out again, but I come around, honestly, I think I was like 5th or something around first turn. And then, yeah, again, it's just a speed thing. I'm just not quick enough. I'm about 2 to 3 seconds a lap, probably slower than I need to be. At the start of that race though, I told myself I want to find the edge a little more and try to get a little tired in this moto and push myself with those front guys now that I'm up there. And I did a better job of it. It wasn't great, but I stayed towards that top 10 for the first couple laps, few laps. And then just again, my speed was just not there, so I just slowly dropped back. But I think finished P11, so from the start of the weekend where I think practice 1 I was 23rd or something, and then 21 in qualifying, and yeah, just eased my way, getting used to the bike, and I think that direction we've gone now. I can get away from blaming the bike a little bit this moto. I can get back to blaming myself. I'm just not good enough. and spend too much time in Thailand. I think if I'm going to be honest with myself and figure out exactly like why I'm there, yeah, I'm pretty good at being harsh on myself, and I've spent too much time in Thailand on concrete tracks. It's just that simple. Because at the end, it's like your brain starts going muscle memory again. Oh, that's how I've got to hit these bumps. It's like, of course the front end's going to bounce around. The bumps are freaking a foot high. So you can't just be like, oh, the bike's kicking, because it's going to. And then it's learning how to do that and like put the bike in the right spot, get that elbow up, grip the core, like all the little stuff that you almost don't have to do in Thailand, you got to remember to do here. And I found myself doing that those first few laps in. And then again, improve myself, find these tracks in between now and the next round. I think that's going to be, I should be able to start up in where I finished Wonthaggi is my plan. Obviously different style track, but if I do all those things, and yeah, actually don't just say I'm going to go find those tracks, like make the effort to go do it. Find some rough, terrible conditions that aren't fun, because that's what nationals are. The tracks are not fun. Like for any just average weekend guy, you would hate riding these tracks. They're disgusting. But that's how these tracks are, and I'm typically good in that. As we sort of saw, like last Moto, I did get better. But yeah, we'll be calling moose, finding those tracks, and see you guys in the next one. Hopefully we're a little bit better. Cheers.